What's up, everyone? James Livingston here, bringing you guys a little market review. My day from Friday. I know it's Sunday today. I just wanted to really go over this because I felt like these were a couple of good trades that I feel like should be covered. I should look at these. I should really review them. I should make sure that, I personally know not to do this again. And so that hopefully you guys can see that at the end of the day, I am human as well. And hopefully it will help you guys out in learning, just my thought process with things. And I did take 2 losses on Friday. Unfortunately, it happens. At the end of the day, we're not perfect, and I didn't follow a couple of rules that truthfully would have kept me from losing these trades. So first and foremost, I'm gonna go over. This was on NAS100, aka the equivalent to QQQ in the stock market, the ETF, as well as the equivalent to NQ in the futures market. NAS100 is essentially the same exact thing. You can look at both the charts. They are identical. But we're going to go out here on the larger time frame just to show you guys exactly kind of what I was thinking. So going in here, looking in, obviously, the bias was sells. The bias was completely sells all day. There was no reason to be taking any longs on this, and of course, I did exactly that. I took longs, and I got burnt for it. But at the end of the day, as long as you're learning, that is what's most important. So I'm going to show you guys my first couple entries. The 2 trades I actually took 3 trades. But the 2 were on firm accounts, and then the other one, the last one, was just a paper trade. Should have been the opposite. I should have started on the paper trade and then worked my way into it. But nonetheless, you live and you learn. Both of these trades that I did take, and I'm about to show you, I was never green in. They were almost immediately drawdown and continuation and drawdown, as you can see. In hindsight's 2020, just an absolute collapse. So a couple key things. Obviously, I knew from the charts on Webull that we did have the the election day gap way back here, and from the 20,400s up to, I think it was about the 20,600. So it was like a nice 400 to 500 point gap there that I knew about. I knew that it was there. I knew that it had to get filled. I had a feeling it would get filled on Friday. I guess I didn't think with OPEX. OPEX day was on Friday. It's usually the most volatile options day because they either are going to burn everyone, burn calls and puts, or they're going to have one side get the absolute monster move, and that's exactly kind of what happened. But again, I didn't anticipate them to actually give the move. I was expecting it to get some more chop action and then maybe have the move happen on Monday. I just figured the move would get kind of pushed back. Again, looking back on it, it was just a stupid ideology, and it just didn't make sense, to be honest. But anyways, what I was looking for here essentially was this area right in this. Actually, sorry, let me put it on the 30-minute, because the 30 minutes what I was watching for this spot that I look for. So price action obviously is over here. Keep in mind, when I'm looking at this trade, I was looking at it at essentially the 20,700 area. So 20,700, when it was starting to break that down, I anticipated that, again, knowing there was a big gap down here, that it could go down and start filling. I was looking at this area right over here, in this spot right here in the 20,600 level, just slightly under. I think it was 20,580-ish. That's where I was looking for an entry. So what I saw here was, obviously, we had a prior area that we saw some resistance in. I anticipated that when we came back down there, we would at least get a relief bounce. I wasn't necessarily looking for price action to go and reverse way back up to even this high way up here, 20,770. I was honestly looking for, I think, like an 80-point pivot off of that 20,580 area. So that was sitting right around, it was here. So I was looking for just a slight pivot off that spot. And again, keep in mind, I'm looking back on the time frame because I know we're falling. I know that I have to kind of look back and see, all right, where's an area that we probably would find some support. So I looked at that spot there, and then I was also watching the low right here. as another level, so right around that 20,500 flat. So those two spots there, I was expecting at least a relief bounce. Again, I wasn't looking necessarily for a push all the way back up to highs or anything. Like, I was just kind of trying to trade against the trend and catch a nice little relief move. But go in here on the 5-minute time frame, show you exactly kind of what happened. These trades did take place on the 1 minute, so I'll zoom in there too. So I had an area marked off, 20,700. That was our opening high of yesterday, or of Friday. So that was essentially my area of interest to get back up towards, maybe also catch a little bit more. You know, even if we would have got up here, you know, I would have looked to, you know, put my stop loss to break even and at least catch a little bit of green. But again, you know, from the get-go, when I got this entry, it was not looking good. Number one mistake, well, two mistakes. Number one, trading against a trend. It was clearly in a downtrend that I had no business going long on this. And then number two was I should have waited for some kind of a confirmation candle, whether it be a reversal style, you know, like hammer candle, or engulfing. I really should have waited for more confirmation. So basically what happened here going on the 1 minute, again, on this push down right here, you know, again, hindsight is 20/20, but we started to push down. I got the entry right there at about 20,580. Again, I should have waited for some kind of confirmation candle, even an entry, although it didn't work out, but even a candle style like this right here, we actually had a bullish engulfing. Again, 1 minute time frame, so I got to be really lenient in how much you confirm based on that. But you know, even on that entry right there would have been better. But like I was saying, took the entry at 20,580. I had about a 40 to 50 point stop loss. So down here at about 20,530 was my stop loss. You can see instantly the second I got into it, just melted right down to my stop loss. And you know, it hit. I let it go for a little bit, let it go for about a half an hour or so. Wanted to see. Now right here, I think right here, you know, I had the right idea. I saw almost as if we were trying to find a little bit of a bottom right here. We had 1 tap, 2 tap, 3 tap, and then we got this push candle. Now on this push candle, I did take an entry anticipating, again, we could go back up to essentially my original entry, maybe slightly above, and pull out with some gains there. So what ended up happening instead, and I have these circles marking my exact minute that I took those trades from the entry to the loss. So you can see here, took the entry on this, I think it was on this push candle to be honest, and then this candle formed right after it, and this is just another example of waiting for confirmation. No business taking this trade until I saw at least one more candle start to close above this kind of area high at the 20,520s. I was watching this price action, and the 20,520s to 20,530 area was holding as a resistance. I should have waited for that to break above, show me some kind of strength here before I hopped in, but instead I took a premature entry. I did also, I know one other thing I did wrong here. You can kind of see how I have the setup here. It's just a 2.5 RR. The first one was a 3 RR. I did a 0.04 lot size for the first entry, which was great. It was a $200 loss to I think a $600 win. So really good R to R. And on this one, I doubled the size. And one thing I never do, I usually don't do it, is size up after a losing trade. There's no reason to be sizing up after a losing trade. You didn't earn that. You didn't earn that privilege, and sizing up is a privilege. So, you know, saw that. I put in the 0.08, you know, had more of a $300 loss to I think it was an $800 win on the 2.5 RR. And I was in profit for, you know, a very short amount of time here before this candle completely reversed and again went straight down and just hit me out right away. So that was like within 6-7 minutes I was out of this trade with a $300 loss. So negative 500 in right there. And at that point I was like, you know what? I'm done trading on the firm account. There's no point in this. I'm going to just blow this thing. So I just walked away with $500 loss. We'll live to trade another day. Now, right here, this is where, and I even labeled it paper trade entry. So this was actually a winning trade for me. Now, while it didn't go up to the actual top of my range here at a 2.3 RR, again, I was just targeting that 20,530 just about, because I knew that that was a resistance. I didn't know that if we would get a back above it that day or not, and I don't think we actually ever did. Yeah, we never got back above it. But essentially, took the long position right here at about 20,470. So just on this push down candle after I saw these back-to-back strong bullish candles, took the entry here, managed to ride it up. I believe once it got to 1-to-1, R to R, which is, let me unlock this. If it'll let me, it's gonna let me adjust it. Well, let me adjust it. So 1-to-1 R to R was, if my math is correct, is right around here. So once we got this push up here, I considered taking a little bit off, but I ended up holding it, I think, a little bit longer. And then I saw it come back down a couple minutes and push back up, riding the 20 EMA very well. And I think up here, I ended up taking off at this prior resistance that I had it marked out as. Prior resistance meaning way, way back resistance. I did take off partials there, and I raised my stop from down here up into slight profit. I think it was like 2 points profit, so just over break even. And sure enough, it just took me out. Came back down, took me out again. The whole day, really just playing it completely wrong. I had no business going long here in this absolute meltdown. Short bias of a day, so I really deserve these losses. It was just not a good trading day for me. But at the end of the day, they're not always going to be good. I just need to hold myself accountable and not be doing stuff like this, so that I can hopefully get back to the point where the account is back over break even, back up into the positives. Because right now I'm hovering just under break even on the firm account, so. It is what it is. Following the rules is part of the game. So as long as I'm following the rules, I am happy with the day, even when I do end it red. It sucks, but, I need to be able to look back, critique myself, learn from it, don't let it happen again. So, overall, I think with the paper trade in there, I got, I think, like a $50 win on that one. Wasn't anything crazy, but, a win's a win. Green is green. Definitely better than, negative 500. So, just wanted to really quick go over that with you guys. I wanted to kind of pitch out. Obviously, I haven't done a lot of Forex trading on this channel, and I want to incorporate it a lot more. I actually would really love to get some live streams going here on YouTube for Forex, looking for some setups. So I would expect to see some of that on the channel here soon. If you guys are interested in Forex, interested in getting started in this area, we do cover it in Alpha Stocks Lab, our community, our Discord community, so definitely hit that link down below. We do have a Thanks 24, that is THANKS 24, that gets you 15% off on your subscription. So definitely take advantage of that. That's our Thanksgiving sale, our holiday sale here right now. Definitely take advantage of it. We don't do sales really ever. We like to keep our community nice and private. And really have only the traders who want to succeed, who are willing to invest money to succeed and learn. But we do have a Forex section in there that I am planning very, very soon to start really ramping up, getting more live streams going in there for the Discord. As well as, like I said, here on my personal channel, I'd like to get these going as well. So if you want to get signed up for Forex, I do have a link to FunderPro. FunderPro is the prop firm that I do use. I love their model. They do daily payouts. They have all the assets that I want to trade, and I just find their customer service and everything very streamlined. I really can't say anything bad about them. They've got a great program. They refund you your initial investment once you pass the challenge and on your first payout, and you only need to have $100, I believe, to make a payout. It might even be $50. But it's super great firm. Highly recommend it. And yeah, I mean, if you want to start on like a demo account, there's also going to be a link to Osprey FX. You can start a free account with them down in the description. That way you can kind of just paper trade this, see how you like it, see how it moves before you go and get the actual challenge account and start putting your real money into it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully, just seeing this can help you guys understand, like, at the end of the day, I make mistakes too. I'm not perfect. I've got human nature, instincts, tendencies I need to fix myself, and we can only persuade and hope that you guys will also follow in our steps in terms of fixing any issues you have to become a better trader at the end of the day. So like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment down below, and let me know what you guys think. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. What are you waiting for? I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.